6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The La Crosse Fire Department says they have found the body of 25-year-old Hamoose Fall. Breaking news overnight. Fall was last seen alone on Front Street about a month ago, shortly after 3 a.m. He was a UW La Crosse student and a Sun Prairie High School graduate. The fire department says they found the body in the Mississippi River yesterday in 25 feet of water. Family and friends raised more than $20,000 to put up billboards and offer a reward for information in the case.
Rescuers in Ukraine's port city of Mariupol are working to find more survivors at a theater hit by a Russian airstrike. Hundreds of people were sheltered at the theater before it was bombarded. President Biden and China's president are expected to speak today about the war. Mr. Biden plans to tell President Xi Jinping there will be consequences if the Chinese send military aid to Russia.
I'm Josh Bretter, live in Milwaukee with the Badgers, who are set to take on Colgate tonight here at Pfizer Forum. That is set to take place at 8:50 tonight, a late one. You can watch all the action on TBS. Before that, though, outside here at the Punch Bowl Social, you will find the Badger Pep Rally with UW Marching Band in-house. That will be at 6 o'clock. News 3 Now and Channel3000.com will have all of the coverage and more.
State health officials say 3 children have died from complications of influenza. The cases are the first pediatric flu-related deaths of the season. Health officials are urging anyone who is able and hasn't already to get their flu shots.
Democratic Secretary of State Doug LaFollette says he will seek another term. The 81-year-old says he wants to prevent Republicans from changing the office to oversee elections. LaFollette says Democrats, even some Republicans, have encouraged him to run again. A win in November would mark his 12th term in office. LaFollette already faces a handful of Republican challengers, including State Representative Amy Loudenbeck.
Chandler Halderson will spend the rest of his life in jail with no chance of parole. Prior to the sentencing, Halderson spoke out publicly for the first time since his arrest. He stated his intent to appeal the case. Earlier this year, Halderson was found guilty on all 8 charges against him for killing and dismembering his parents, Bart and Krista.
The arrest of U.S. basketball player Brittany Griner is being extended by a Russian court this morning. Moscow authorities say the 2-time Olympic gold medalist smuggled drugs back in February. According to a state agency out of Russia, the arrest will last until May 19th. 31-year-old Griner is a U.S. citizen, but she has played on a Russian team during her off time with the WNBA since 2015.
The driver in a wrong-way collision that killed 6 members of a college golf team was only 13 years old. 6 golf players from the University of Southwest, along with their coach, died in a head-on crash in West Texas Tuesday. NTSB investigators say both vehicles were moving at a high rate of speed. They say the fact that many of the bus passengers were not wearing belts contributed to the death toll.
Dolly Parton's name will remain on the ballot for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame despite her request to bow out. Parton says she doesn't think she's earned the right to be inducted. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Foundation released a statement calling Parton's request thoughtful, saying in part the Hall of Fame is a big tent that includes far more than core rock acts, and it will be left up to the voters. Voting is underway right now.
Amazon buying MGM Studios. The $8.5 billion acquisition, which became official yesterday, will boost the tech giant's streaming service, Prime Video. It gives Prime access to MGM's catalog of more than 4,000 film titles and 17,000 TV episodes. It's Amazon's second largest acquisition ever, behind its 2017 deal for Whole Foods, worth $13.7 billion.
And we are watching our rain and snow move into the picture today. This is going to continue pretty much all day long. Right now, we're seeing most of the moisture lift to our north before more of that starts to wrap in from the south and west. But it is raining right now, 35 degrees. The wind chill, 25. Get ready for a chilly day, folks. Temperatures hang out into the 30s as we go through the next 12 hours or so. We're going to see that rain and snow hanging out all day.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. And thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Go Big Red. Stay with News 3 Now for the latest on the Badgers all day today.